Welcome to a journey back in time, a chance to step into the shoes of those who lived centuries, even millennia, before us. Imagine a world without electricity, modern medicine, or instant communication, a world where every task, from farming to building cities, required immense human effort. The old eras are fascinating, full of mystery, ingenuity, and lessons that have shaped our present day. Let's dive into the ancient civilizations, the daily lives, the inventions, the wars, and the stories that defined history. Our journey begins with one of the earliest known civilizations, Mesopotamia. Located in the fertile valleys between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers, Mesopotamia is often called the cradle of civilization. It's where humans first established cities, created laws, and developed writing. The Sumerians, one of the dominant cultures in Mesopotamia, invented cuneiform, one of the earliest writing systems, by inscribing symbols on clay tablets. This innovation allowed them to record everything from trade transactions to religious stories. Without writing, much of our understanding of the ancient world would be lost. Daily life in Mesopotamia was closely tied to the land and the rivers. Farmers used an intricate system of irrigation to channel water from the rivers to their crops, growing wheat, barley, and dates. They built large city-states, such as Ur and Babylon, each ruled by a king. The famous Code of Hammurabi, one of the earliest known sets of laws, originated here. Engraved on a stone pillar, this code outlined rules and consequences for various actions, with an emphasis on the principle of an eye for an eye. This legal system set a precedent that influenced future civilizations. From Mesopotamia, we travel to ancient Egypt, a civilization that flourished along the Nile River for thousands of years. The Egyptians are perhaps most famous for their monumental architecture, the pyramids. These massive structures, built as tombs for pharaohs, were marvels of engineering and stand as a testament to the skill and dedication of ancient Egyptian workers. The Great Pyramid of Giza, one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world, took around 20 years to complete, with thousands of laborers working tirelessly to move and position each massive stone block. Religion was deeply woven into Egyptian life, with gods and goddesses representing everything from the sun to the afterlife. The Egyptians believed in a complex afterlife and practiced elaborate burial rituals to ensure a safe passage for the dead. Pharaohs were buried with treasures, food, and even servants, who would join them in the next world. Hieroglyphics, the Egyptian writing system, was used to record religious texts, royal decrees, and daily events. It wasn't until the discovery of the Rosetta Stone in the 18th century that we were able to fully decode this ancient language. Now, let's head east to the Indus Valley civilization, one of the world's largest ancient civilizations, located in what is now Pakistan and northwest India. This civilization was known for its advanced urban planning. Cities like Mohenjo-Daro and Harappa had well-organized streets, advanced drainage systems, and standardized weights and measures. The people of the Indus Valley were skilled artisans, crafting intricate jewelry, pottery, and seals. Though much of their culture remains a mystery, since their writing system hasn't been fully deciphered, archaeological findings reveal a highly organized society with an emphasis on cleanliness and public hygiene. Next, we explore ancient China, a civilization that has given the world numerous inventions and philosophies. The Yellow River Valley is where Chinese civilization began, with dynasties like the Xia, Shang, and Zhou establishing the foundations of Chinese culture. During the Zhou dynasty, the concept of the mandate of heaven was introduced, suggesting that the emperor was chosen by divine forces to rule. This idea influenced Chinese politics for centuries. Ancient China was also a land of remarkable inventions. Gunpowder, paper, the compass, and printing all originated here, forever changing global history. The philosophy of Confucianism, developed by Confucius during the Zhou dynasty, emphasized moral values, respect for elders, and the importance of family. This philosophy became the backbone of Chinese culture and influenced many East Asian societies. Meanwhile, Taoism, founded by Lao Jia, promoted harmony with nature and encouraged individuals to follow the way, or the natural path. These teachings gave ancient China a unique cultural identity that still resonates in Chinese society today. Moving west, we arrive at ancient Greece, a civilization known for its contributions to philosophy, science, and democracy. Athens, one of Greece's most famous city-states, was the birthplace of democracy. Here, citizens, though not everyone, women, slaves, and non-citizens were excluded, had the right to participate in decision-making. The Greeks gave us influential philosophers like Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle, whose ideas still shape Western thought. Socrates encouraged critical thinking, while Plato explored justice, and Aristotle made significant contributions to science and ethics. The Greeks also excelled in science, mathematics, and medicine. Figures like Pythagoras, Euclid, and Hippocrates laid the groundwork for fields like geometry and medicine. The Greeks believed in a pantheon of gods, with each deity overseeing different aspects of life. Temples dedicated to gods like Zeus, Athena, and Apollo were scattered across the Greek world. The Olympic Games, held in Olympia, were a tribute to Zeus and brought together athletes from different city-states in a celebration of physical prowess. From Greece, we journey to Rome, a civilization that grew from a small town on the Italian peninsula to one of history's most powerful empires. Rome's influence extended across Europe, North Africa, and the Middle East. The Romans are known for their engineering feats, including roads, aqueducts, and the iconic Colosseum. Roman roads were so well built that some are still in use today. Aqueducts transported fresh water to cities, while the Colosseum hosted gladiatorial games, a popular form of entertainment in ancient Rome. Roman law was highly advanced and laid the foundation for many modern legal systems. The concept of innocent until proven guilty originated in Roman courts, emphasizing the importance of justice. Rome was a melting pot of cultures, with influences from Greece, Egypt, and Persia shaping its society. Latin, the language of Rome, is the root of many modern languages, including Spanish, French, and Italian. Though the Roman Empire eventually fell, its cultural and legal legacy endured, influencing Western civilization for centuries. Our journey wouldn't be complete without exploring the rich history of Mesoamerica, particularly the Maya and Aztec civilizations. The Maya, who inhabited present-day Mexico, Guatemala, and Honduras, were skilled astronomers and mathematicians. They developed a complex calendar system and were one of the few cultures to create a written language in the Americas. The Maya built impressive cities with grand pyramids, like the ones at Chichen Itza and Tikal, and conducted elaborate ceremonies to honor their gods. The Aztecs, who came after the Maya, established their capital at Tenochtitlan, now Mexico City. Known for their impressive architecture and military prowess, the Aztecs built massive temples, markets, and causeways. They practiced human sacrifice as part of their religious beliefs, which they thought would keep the universe in balance. The Aztec Empire was highly organized, with a complex social structure, including nobles, warriors, and merchants. Despite their achievements, the arrival of Spanish conquistadors led to the fall of the Aztec Empire in the 16th century. Finally, let's look at the medieval period in Europe, a time often associated with knights, castles, and feudalism. Following the fall of the Roman Empire, Europe entered what is sometimes called the Dark Ages. However, this era also saw significant developments. The Catholic Church became a dominant force, influencing politics, education, and daily life. Monasteries preserved ancient knowledge, copying manuscripts by hand and providing education to the nobility. The feudal system defined society, with lords, vassals, and serfs each playing a role. Castles served as both defensive fortresses and symbols of power, while knights, bound by the code of chivalry, protected their lords' lands. This period also saw the rise of trade and the establishment of guilds, with towns growing around trade routes and markets. The medieval period ended with the Renaissance, a cultural revival inspired by the art, science, and philosophy of ancient Greece and Rome. As we reflect on these ancient civilizations and the medieval era, it's clear that our ancestors laid the foundations for many aspects of modern life. Their innovations in law, art, science, and philosophy continue to influence us. By understanding their achievements and struggles, we gain a deeper appreciation of human progress and resilience. These old eras remind us that while our technology and lifestyles have changed dramatically, the fundamental aspects of human nature, our curiosity, creativity, and desire for knowledge, remain